Welcome back to the Automotive Pulse channel, where we chase down the boldest ideas in the automotive world before anyone else gets a look at them. Today, we are diving into something that has enthusiasts across the country buzzing with disbelief and excitement in equal measure. Because reports are circulating that General Motors is preparing to officially unveil the 2027 Pontiac Bonneville, a full-scale revival of one of the most storied nameplates in American automotive history. Before we go any further, a quick disclaimer for anyone new to the channel. Pontiac as a brand was officially discontinued back in 2010, so everything you are about to hear is speculative content built from industry patterns, leaked design language trends, and informed projections about what a modern Bonneville could look like if GM ever decided to bring it back. With that said, let's get into why this speculative revival is generating so much attention. The Bonneville name carries decades of weight. From its debut in the late 1950s as a halo model dripping with chrome and personality, through its transformation into a full-size performance sedan in the 80s and 90s, the Bonneville always represented Pontiac at its most confident. It was the car that said American engineering could be both powerful and elegant at the same time. So when whispers started circulating that GM might be dusting off this nameplate for a 2027 return, the automotive community immediately took notice. The rumored pitch here is not just a retro tribute either. Sources suggest this would be positioned as a genuine flagship sedan, competing directly with the likes of the Dodge Charger's new generation, and even nipping at the heels of entry luxury sedans from Cadillac and Lincoln. Let's talk design first, since that is where speculation has been running wildest. The rendering concepts making rounds online show a long, low-slung silhouette with a wide street presence that immediately recalls the Bonneville SA of the late 90s, but filtered through GM's current design language. Think sharp character lines running the length of the doors, a fastback-inspired roofline that tapers into a subtle ducktail spoiler, and a front fascia that reintroduces Pontiac's signature dual-grille split, updated with a mesh pattern and slimline LED lighting that wraps around into the fenders. The stance is aggressive without tipping into gimmicky, riding on staggered wheels up to 22 inches in the top trim. Out back, a full-width taillight bar ties everything together with a light signature that pulses on unlock. A small touch, but one that fans of modern performance sedans have come to expect. Under the hood is where things get genuinely exciting. The base configuration is expected to feature a twin-turbocharged 3.6-liter V6, producing somewhere in the neighborhood of 420 horsepower, paired with GM's latest 9-speed automatic and available all-wheel drive. But the headline grabber is the rumored GXP performance variant, reviving another beloved Pontiac badge, which would slot a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 under the hood, pushing north of 650 horsepower. That kind of output would put the Bonneville GXP in direct conversation with the Charger Daytona SRT and the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing, giving GM a genuine performance flagship to compete at the top of the sedan segment again. Reports also point to an adjustable magnetic ride suspension system, launch control, and a track mode that opens up exhaust valves for a deeper, more aggressive note. Inside the cabin, the direction leans heavily into a blend of heritage cues and modern technology. Expect a curved dual-screen setup spanning the dash, combining a fully digital instrument cluster with an infotainment display running GM's latest software suite, complete with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration. Bonneville badging is expected to appear subtly stitched into the front headrests and embossed into the center console, a nod to longtime fans without overdoing the nostalgia. Seating is rumored to include perforated leather with contrast stitching, heated and ventilated front seats as standard on upper trims, and a heated steering wheel for cold climate buyers. A 21-speaker premium audio system is also part of the whispers, which would make sense given GM's push to make its flagship models feel genuinely competitive with luxury offerings. On the technology and safety front, the 2027 Bonneville is expected to come loaded with GM's Super Cruise hands-free highway driving system as standard equipment on higher trims. along with a full suite of advanced driver assistance features including adaptive cruise control, lane centering, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system for tight parking situations. A head-up display is also rumored, projecting speed, navigation prompts, and Super Cruise status directly into the driver's line of sight. Over-the-air update capability would keep the infotainment and driver assist systems current without requiring a dealership visit, something increasingly expected from flagship sedans in this price range. Practicality has not been forgotten either, based on what is circulating. The Bonneville is expected to ride on a stretched version of GM's rear-wheel drive platform, giving it a wheelbase long enough to deliver genuinely spacious rear seat legroom. A detail that always mattered to Bonneville buyers, who wanted a sedan that could comfortably haul the whole family without sacrificing road presence. Trunk space is rumored to sit around 16 cubic feet, competitive within the full-size sedan class, and a power trunk lid with hands-free access is expected across most trims. Pricing speculation places the base Bonneville somewhere in the mid-$40,000 range, with the range-topping GXP trim potentially crossing into the low 60s once you factor in the performance package and premium interior options. That would position it as a genuine alternative to both domestic performance sedans and imported entry luxury models, which is exactly the kind of gap GM has been missing in its lineup since Pontiac's closure. Of course, the biggest question hanging over all of this speculation is whether GM would actually revive the Pontiac brand itself, or whether the Bonneville name might resurface under a different badge entirely, perhaps as a Buick or even a standalone Cadillac model. Automakers reviving discontinued nameplates is not unheard of, and with nostalgia-driven marketing proving successful across the industry in recent years. A Bonneville comeback is not as far-fetched as it might have sounded a decade ago. Still, until GM makes any kind of official statement, everything discussed today remains firmly in the realm of informed speculation rather than confirmed fact. What do you think about a possible Pontiac Bonneville revival for 2027? Would you want to see the full brand return, or would you rather see this nameplate live on under a different GM badge? Drop your thoughts down in the comments section, because we always love reading what this community has to say. If you enjoyed this deep dive into what could be one of the most exciting sedan revivals in recent memory, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you are new here, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one right here on Automotive Pulse.